南无本师释迦牟尼佛。 Okay, Amitofo. Somewhat echo, right? Do you hear the echo? It's from your handphone. Oh, I know. Okay, you have to do one more thing. You have to mute your whole handphone. You know how to mute it? This is the first try. Okay, let's take a look. Okay. To the sketch, all right. We are in the chapter 3. Okay. From here, I think. Okay, so let's take a look. Now we are in the chapter 3, explanation of the normal and expedient path of the 5 vehicles. Okay, so in section 1 is about the righteous practice of heeding to the Buddhahood. In stage 1, explaining what are worldly right views and the joys and suffering of the 5 realms. So this is the stage 1. All right. Let's take a look to the stage 2. Is the explanation of the righteous practice of the 5 vehicles. Okay. Well, it is regards, observe the proper aims underlying the cultivation of the 5 vehicles, observe the right practice of the 3 meritorious section. All right. In this chapter, here is the main point. It regards giving, developing morality, and the practice of meditation. All right. So we have gone through all this. Okay. Actually, today is the last lesson. We are about to finish the chapter. This chapter, we are about to finish. Okay. So now we go to the stage 3. All right. From a human to Buddhahood, we rally on the practice of upholding precept. That is the cultivation of the morality. Okay. Something is missing in the sketch is about the Maitreya. The practice of Maitreya and the recollection of the triple gem. This is something which was missing in the notes. Okay. So let's take a look. Okay, let's take a look to the TV. All right. Right recollection of the Maitreya Buddha. You please add in to the sketch. Okay. Okay. And secondly, it's about, let me take a look. Okay, it's a Maitreya Buddha. Then finish already. So this will be the last one. Okay. So let's try to recap a little bit, which is in our past lessons, is about the 6 recollection. All right. The first recollection is about the Buddha's virtue, wisdom, grace, and freedom from defilement. Okay. Please bear in mind that if you join the meditation class for the recollection of the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha, okay, during the meditation camp, you have to fully understand the meaning of the Buddha. So you keep on mentioning Buddha, Buddha in order to let the joy arising. All right. Not everybody managed to experience it. Some can do. Some can manage to do so. Some they don't. Okay. So you just try. All right. If let's say by just recollecting only the name, you feel the joy, you won't achieve first jhana. The reason is the joy itself is still in the Vedana. Okay, you must try to visualize a picture which is fixed. That will become the nimitta. And once the nimitta from the Uga nimitta become Patibhaga nimitta, you will be leaded to first jhana. So you have to differentiate the different of the method. Okay, so you get the point. Okay, if let's say if you are requested to visualize, just like a video appear in your mind, this type of method can trigger out the sense of the joy. But sure, you won't enter to the jhana because the visualization for the whole story is, how shall I put it? It's not fixed enough. It is not fixed enough and it is not strong enough to let your mind create ekakata, one-pointedness. So once you join the different camp for the recollection of the Buddha, you have to bear in mind about this. According to the Visuddhimagga, recollection for the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, the most you can achieve is only access, concentration only. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so this is the previous lesson. We got 3 recollection, and the 4th recollection is about kept the perfect and the pure precept. Okay, remember that I asked you to recall one of the precept which you are proud of. Did we do that? We didn't. Okay, please try now. Recall one of the precept which you can observe so well and you never break it before, or you inborn, you have a good character in special field. Huh? Can you recall now? You're very proud of it. Some people that inborn, they never hate speech to somebody. Some people inborn, they never gamble before. So this is all is the very good value. Okay. Or maybe some people inborn, they don't prefer makeup. They just prefer simple life. They have a tendency, meaning to say that this is the good practice which carry forward from the past life. Okay. Do you manage? Can you recall? If you can recall, please record down. Why you have to do so? The reason is maybe the moment you die or when you're sick, you can recall all this. The joy will appear. Okay, so this is how you trigger the auto-immunization system once you are very weak or very sick. But if no people ask you to recall, you don't have the habits to do so. So you can make it as a habit. So each time before meditation, recall the precept which you are proud for it. Okay, recall the dana you do. Okay, once you do the dana, some people mentioned to me that he joined the Sankirtana. He saw 300 monks in the Myanmar, or she feels so enjoyed. Okay, so this is the important thing. If you used to it, you will recall it once you need it. Okay, so remember that meditation meaning to say it's a habitual. You have to make it as a habitual so that once you want to use it, it will appear automatically. Mantra, bodhisattva, please choose one. And the religion, you have to choose one. If you don't choose, nothing will appear once you need it. Okay. So this is the recollection number 4. Okay. Then number 5 is the one who proper practice pure giving in the field of good times, of the good fortune. Bear in mind, do you have any scenario, any cases that once you do the giving, you feel you are so enjoyed? Please recall and write it down. Maybe in old folk house, maybe your sponsor, your mother, for traveling. Wow, it's really, you are so, there's a great impact to you. Please write it down. Okay. If maybe today before the meditation, you try to recall it, make it as a habitual. Okay. Don't worry, this is not attachment. This is the good. This is a favorable consciousness. Okay. Okay, so from here, we continue have a look. It's a number 5, and then number 6 is the virtue of giving and the precept. Yes, okay, we mentioned about it. Okay, then finally, what actually needs to be feared is not the arrival of old age and death, but rather a life lived emptily without giving and precept keeping. Yes, this is the point. All right. Okay. Well, in terms of giving, just bear in mind that we got 2 types of people. One, they enjoy in spending. One is they enjoy in keeping. Okay, you have to know. I think this is 2 extreme points. All right. Okay, so some people they enjoy in keeping. Some people enjoy in giving. All right. The extreme one is the one it is the one those who cannot sleep without spending out all the money. Yeah, I encountered this type of people before. And the other extreme one, he will so enjoy, just keep every single cent in the bank account. He will just enjoy. This is, I think, maybe something to do with our past life. Yeah, okay. So make a balance for yourself. Okay, make a balance for yourself. Either this point or that point is not good. Okay, strike a balance for yourself. All right. Okay. So we finished. This is our previous lesson. Okay. Now we go to the right recollection of the Maitreya Buddha. Okay. Okay. So whatever you want to say, just continue. Okay. Don't shut up your mind. Okay. Don't shut up your mouth. Okay. Just keep on saying what you want to say. All right. Okay. Maybe I can do some censor lah. Maybe what you say, you just off it. So we just enjoy. I will just pause it. Okay. So I will just record my normal lesson. Is it okay? So don't burdensome, but we will just record your reading. Okay, now we are in the right recollection of Maitreya Buddha. So Elena, please read through it. Okay, so let me pause certain thing here first.
Collection of Maitreya Buddha. Have right collection of Maitreya Buddha and vow to be born in his hand. This method is most precious and rare. It is very close, easily attainable, and open to all. If one sees the Buddha and always hears the Dharma, why should one worry about future? Since Sakyamuni Buddha has passed away and Maitreya Buddha not yet arrived, one might think that one needs to have a specific as one's place of refuge when one practices the 7 branches or the 6 recollections or worship and prostrate to the Buddha or recites the Buddha. One might feel that only in that situation should one have firm. Since this Buddha has special connection with me, only in this way can I be protected without fear of regression. Although these conceptions lack the profound and thorough understanding of the virtues of the faith and the principle of cause and effect, this is the way of sentient beings usually. To this concern, great compassionate Sakyamuni Buddha taught the doctrines of truly mindful of the honored Maitreya and of seeking to be born in the Maitreya's pure land. In one assembly, Sakyamuni Buddha personally designated Maitreya Bodhisattva as the next Buddha. At present, Maitreya Bodhisattva is living in the Tusita heaven in a special region called the inner court of Tusita. Whoever will be the next to descend here as a Buddha must first live there. Sakyamuni Buddha did so in the past. The inner court of Tusita is an adorned pure land where Maitreya Bodhisattva frequently Dharma to infinite numbers of. After some time, Maitreya Bodhisattva will come to Jambu to become a Buddha. By then, this world will have already been transformed into a pure land. In this world, Maitreya's human pure land, Maitreya Buddha will transform and save infinite sentient beings in the 3 dragon. So,
Okay. Now we talk about the Maitreya Buddha. Okay. Many days ago, I tried to do the research, see what is the destination of our student. All right. It's the class in Thursday. Okay. I noticed that, okay, more than half aims for Maitreya. Then a few, none of them go to Western, a few go to Western Pure Land. None of them aim for Eastern Pure Land. All right. A few want to be born as a human. Okay. But they aim for Buddhahood or Arahantship. So this is the result after a simple survey within our student. All right. Okay. So probably I think you haven't made a choice yet. So let's try to understand how is the Tushita. Okay. It might be your choice. Okay. Why? The reason is in Theravada and Mahayana, Tushita Pure Land is the one who commonly share between the Mahayana and Theravada. Meaning to say that both of the tradition, also the Tibetan Buddhism, recognize this Pure Land, Tushita Pure Land. But the Western Pure Land, Eastern Pure Land, only recognizable by Tibetan and Mahayana Buddhism only. Theravada, they don't. The reason is why it's due to the history, due to the history problem. We discussed it before. Okay. So let's take a look. Let's say one might think that one needs to have a specific Buddha as one place to refuge when one practices the 7 branches or the 6 recollection. Okay, or worship and prostrate to the Buddha or recite the Buddha name. Okay. You see, one needs to have a specific Buddha as one place of refuge. This is the key point where which some scholars suggest that the arises of Mahayana. Okay, why Mahayana arises? Some scholars suggest that because the Buddha disciple, they are missing Shakyamuni. Once they start missing the Shakyamuni, then from here, this is where the origin, psychologically factor, which make the Mahayana arises. This is one reason suggested by Yin Sun Dao Shi. But of course, we have to add in with another reason to make it, to make the Mahayana really come up. There must be a few factors all add in together to make things come up. All right. Well, it includes, the teaching from certain sect. For example, okay, Mahasanghika. Okay, about 100 years ago, Buddhism split to 2. One is the Theravada, one is the Mahasanghika. Mahasanghika, according some study, they includes a lot of facts for the Mahayana. What is the facts? First, Buddha from 10 direction. It is available also in Dikha Nikaya, but in Mahayana version. Okay, Buddha from 10 direction. But for Theravada, no, just Buddha from Shakyamuni and Maitreya. 2 Buddha only. Okay, no such thing as 10 direction, but they have. All right, and Mahayana include and emphasize Bodhisattva path. But for Theravada, they are not so emphasized, and it is not clear in the Theravada text. Okay, so this is certain feature in Mahayana, and they emphasize a lot in the Bodhicitta. Okay, the Anuttara Sambuddhi aim for being Buddhahood, but for Theravada, no, not that clear. Okay, and in Theravada, they are very upholding the Arahant. The status between the Buddha and Arahant is not much difference. But in Mahayana, the gap is so big. I think if you go to join some Mahayana class, you will notice, how come the Theravada looks so inferior? You will notice, why it sounds so inferior? Why? Because the era where we firstly discovered the Mahayana Sutra is about 1st century. But for the Nikaya and also the Abhidhamma is about 200-300 before the Christ. So that is the gap. This is the gap which which provide the space and also provide the time for the development of the Mahayana teaching. Okay, you have to know this. All right. Okay, so this is something we can relate to. All right. According to Shakyamuni Buddha, taught the doctrine of being truly mindful of the honor Maitreya and of seeking to be born in the Maitreya Pure Land. Okay. Later on, I will play the video clip about the Maitreya Pure Land. Okay. Maybe after watching the video clip, you will aim for it. It's very beautiful. Very beautiful. All right. Okay. Then, according to the sutra, no matter Mahayana or Theravada Nikaya, all right, Maitreya Buddha is the next Buddha. It's the next Buddha. Okay. But anyway, a certain calf, they are also using Maitreya as the symbol. One is Ikuan Tao. Okay. If you go to whatever restaurant which is open, which is run by the Ikuan Tao, you will see the Maitreya Buddha. All right. Maitreya Buddha is the symbol. Okay. It's a symbol. Okay. And then secondly, according to some history, study of a history, they noticed that in the very early stage in China, it's about 3rd or 4th century, Guanyin, before the popularity of Guanyin in Western Pure Land, Maitreya is the one which is popular in the first place. But of course, not many people go through this area. But I noticed that, okay, by reading certain things. But at that time, Maitreya Buddha didn't look fat. He is slim at that time. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, if you go through some some academic article, I think it is worth to go through it. Okay, you will see the difference. Let's take a look. You see a Maitreya. If you type Maitreya, I think it's supposed to be. I think it will appear all is the slim one. See or not? Looks slim, right? The Tibetan statue appeared, right? So this is the slim one. Okay. Okay. But if you put Miller for then this is the fat one will appear. So which one is your favorite? The fat one or the slim one? Okay. So that's the difference. Well, it doesn't matter. As long as you know it's a Maitreya, visualize it, you sure will go to the Tushita Pure Land. There's no much problem. Okay. But we cannot deny that. Okay, once the teaching of the Maitreya reached to China, and the teaching mixed together with the buddhahood-20191006. Buddhahood-20191006 with the means the monk who carry the big bag. They mix together and come up with a Chinese style Maitreya Buddha. So I mean, in the simple way that Buddhism is not, it wouldn't be so pure. It used to mix together with the culture when it reached certain places for acceptability. You have to do so. Okay, you have to do so. Okay. Okay. Now with next point. All right. Okay. According here, you see the inner court of the Tushita is the adorned Pure Land. Well, there is an inner court and external court. Okay. If you aim for Western Pure Land, make sure you go to the inner court. In inner court, Maitreya Buddha keep on preaching there. And according some record, I don't know whether you believe or not, there's a few people, a few monks is in Tushita. So the first one is Xuan Zhuang. Okay, Xuan Zhuang. Do you know who is the Xuan Zhuang? Xuan Zhuang, Xuan Zhuang, okay, it's the Chinese high monk. Okay, Xuan Zhuang, okay. Xuan Zhuang is so famous. He is the one who depart from Xi'an to Indian, okay, for collecting the compound of the Compound Sutra is about 7th century. Okay, well, this figure had been used by the CUG, become the story of CUG with Jipakai, all this thing. All right, okay, but there's a real people appeared. Okay, I forgot where did I read Xuan Zhuang aim for Maitreya. Why? Because Xuan Zhuang is the founder of the school of mind only in China. The school of mind only. Okay, the school of mind only. And according to the sutra, the mind only school, I mean, this type of teaching have been taught by Maitreya before, which is Yoga Achara Sutra. Let's take a look. Let me show you. This is the Mahayana Sutra. Okay, I think it is available in Sanskrit text a little bit. Yoga Achara, Yoga Chara Bhumi. Yoga Chara Bhumi Sastra, Yoga Chara Bhumi, which is Yoga Chara Sutra. Yes, this one. Yoga Chara. Yoga Chara Encyclopedian of Buddhism. So this is the one. Okay. 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 Let's take a look. It was associated with Indian Mahayana Buddhism. And the author, the one, is the Maitreya. This is the school which is strongly related to Xuanzang and also the Maitreya Buddha. Basically, people will think that Maitreya just fat only, right? No, actually, he's the one who speak about the mind-only school, okay, for the establishment. Okay, well, the proper word you can write is the Yoga Chara. Yoga Chara is the sect in Mahayana which is so dominant about first era, about first and third century in India, which is so common and popular. Okay, okay.
How does this Yoga Chara related to
Zen Buddhism? Not much related. Okay, Zen Buddhism is more related to the Diamond Sutra. Diamond Sutra also is discovered is about in first century. It's a little bit different. Okay, so meaning to say that what if Xuanzang, they practice this Yoga Chara, they are the sect which is so emphasized on samadhi. But for the Zen Buddhism, they are more emphasized on the method. The method is incorporate together samadhi and vipassana. This is a very unique method. Okay, well, Liu Zhuhuiren used this method to attain the undecayable body, which is still available in Guangzhou, Shaoguan. So this is his body. Let's take a look. More senang, right? You don't need to go to click, then click the wrong thing. So just watch here more easy. So this is the body. So she is a very prominent figure in Zen school. Why? He attained the undecayable body, and even the Communist Party, a certain member of the Communists, tried to scrutinize whether it's true or false. They go to open his heart, but finally discover it's real. They all get scared. So there's a hole in his heart. Okay, because everything is still fresh. Okay. So hopefully that maybe all of us can attain undecayable body. We make vow for this. This is the plan A. If we can't, so it should be plan B. Plan B is we can have a plan B, plan C, and plan D. Plan D is the way for dying. It's the worst way. Okay. Plan A is the best one. Okay. So let's take a look. The inner court. Okay. Maybe some people, I think maybe Mr. Lim will ask the question, how come Yoga Chara Madhyamika is not available in Theravada? All right. The reason is the spreading of the Theravada teaching is about before Christ, 200, 300 years. Okay. At that time from Indian, about the third council, there's Thera mean Mahinda. Okay. He leads a group and brought all the sutra from the Indian to the Sri Lanka, and from Sri Lanka is spreading up. Okay, in Sri Lanka they start having the culture. The writing culture. They start having writing. Okay, the record of writing. All right. So meaning to say that once all the Nikaya and Abhidhammatasangha some sort is start spreading out, but the sutra is keep on compiling in Indian. All right, in Indian. So you see, this Yoga Chara and Madhyamika is about 1st and 2nd century. meaning to say that the Theravada canon exclude them because they are later. So exclude them. So meaning to say that in their canon, they don't see Western Pure Land, Eastern Pure Land. They don't see Yogacara, Madhyamika. Okay, but you see, but once a Xuanzhuan depart is about 7th century to Indian. Did he manage to see Yogacara and Madhyamika Sutra? Yes or no? Yes. The reason is this is the 1st or 2nd century, but Xuanzhuang is later, is 6th century, 7th century depart. So meaning to say that Xuanzhuang will get more sutra and all bring back to China, or brought back to China. All right. Okay. And same about 9th century, the Tibet, they start travel from Tibetan and come to the Indian, and they will collect some more sutra. So the sutra is more richer or more fewer compared with Xuanzhuang. Richer, even more, right? Because it come late, what? Because we always have to bear in mind that the sutra is keep on compiling. It's keep on compiling along the time. So this is the reason why you will discover that how come in Tibetan Buddhism they got so much material is different from Mahayana. Okay, but some that incorporate their local culture in Tibetan. Like Chinese Buddhism, we incorporate some culture with the Chinese and make it become Chinese Buddhism. So from here, we understand the latest the set is it the more richer for the texts and you can say that they are more complicated. Sometimes you get confused which one is the right path, which one is the expedient. You get confused. This is the reason why we during our study time, okay, we prefer go back to the most original time to find out the truth first. All right. So which means that this is the this is the text which is how should I put it? It should be the one, the more junior one should be the more earlier one. Okay. So this is the teaching which is available in Theravada. So we will see this is the more ultimate, especially the teaching is about 5 aggregate. Okay. Dhatu. Okay. Kanda. All right. Then and also the noble truth. All right, and also the noble truth and this type of the item, this type of category, they are more genial the way we see it. So that's why in Visuddhimagga and Abhidhamma, is the teaching relates this in Erdi. I put it as the highest and uppest one. But anyway, we will incorporate all the expedient to make our Dharma more attractive to the public. Okay? So you get the point. So this is the brief history of why there's a different sect in our school. Okay. So I remember Elena showed interest in this history, right? Many years ago, right? Okay. So after finish this, we can start the history of Buddhism. I think Mr. Liu also quite interested in this type of thing. Right. Yes.
Why does Buddha originate from Sita?
Oh, okay.
And not
other place. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Why? They just mentioned that it used to originate from the Tusita for many Buddha. Even though whatever Buddha, it has to be original from Tushita. But I haven't seen any notes about why it's from Tushita. We have to refer back to the commentary. If this question, because we don't have psychic, we cannot see it. So the only way is we go to check for the Mahayana and Theravada commentary. Please look for me also when you discover this. Okay. Or maybe Sally, Elena, you are free and nothing to do, all right? So you can search for us. Why all the Buddha, they originated from the Tushita. Okay, Xuanzhuang is the first one. Second is the Cihang Pusa. Okay. This is the Cihang Pusa. Let's take a look. Cihang. This is the second figure who is in the Tushita. And he has already attained undecayable body. So my next, my year-end Taiwan trip, I aim to Well, he is in the temple which is located in Taipei. So this is this is my destination to visit him. So we try to meditate in front of him. If let's say the feeling is good, I will form a trip. I hope you can join and meditate in front of him, because we can feel the energy from, by using the energy emitted from him and make a vow. Hopefully, we can attain certain, maybe it's hard to attain nibbana maybe, but anyway, hopefully we can by using his power.
This century,
This century, just this century. Oh, he just recently died, I think about 80 something like that, 80, 90 only. 80, 90 only. Okay. So it's a 慈航 lah. Okay. Well, Xing Yun Dashi and Zhen Yan Fa Shi took refuge under him. You see, Xing Yun Dashi and Zhen Yan Fa Shi, they are quite old, right? About 80, 90, but they took refuge under him, meaning to say that he's more senior. I think probably he's about, I think, 110 something, if he is still alive. Okay, so this is the second. The third one is the Xu Yun. So according some record, okay, he is still in Tushita. Yes, he is in Tushita also. He is the most famous Zen master during the end of the Qing dynasty. Okay, it's very famous. Okay, his age is about 110 something. Okay, most of the Chinese temple which have been destroyed and ruined by the Communist Party, he played roles for renovation. Most of the Chinese temple. If you go to visit, you have to ask this question. They all will mention Xu Nao Hesang. Okay, Xu Nao Hesang. Okay, and according to his bibliography, he was one beaten by the communists. All right, but he just sit down and meditate. Okay, and his consciousness traveled to Tushita, and he noticed that the Maitreya Buddha was preaching at that time, but later on he come back and he record out everything. So why do we know all this? Is due to their record. They do some record in their diary or what. Okay. So if you have special experience, please record down. I mean, maybe the next generation, they will build the confidence through reading your diary. Okay, and maybe you can ask somebody to write you a bibliography. Why Elena laughed reluctantly? The legacy, but yeah. So that's why Elena laughs sarcastically the way I saw her. Okay, okay. So this is a few people, okay. So I hope if you aim today to be there, no much worry, because a lot of people there, all right. And please aim for inner court. The external court, I think most of the people in external court is still enjoying the Tushita, because this is a sensual realm. Well, a lot of joy. A lot of things, a lot of entertainment there, a lot of joy there. All right. Okay. By then, the world will have been already transformed into the Pure Land. Okay. Once the Buddha, why the Maitreya Buddha come to the Jambudvipa. Okay. Jambudvipa is here. Jambudvipa. All right. Okay. Okay. Where is it, Jambudvipa? According to history, some historian study. Okay. We can understand in this way. Class, Jambudvipa is originated from the word jambu. How do you understand with jambu? Yes, this is correct. This is a food. Let's take a look. Guava, not guava, I think jambu. Guava. Sui ong hai me? Is the jambu? Sui ong, ngam sin? Sui ong, jambu sui ong. Let's take a look. Does India look like Suyung? Yeah, right. So they call it Jambudvipa, according some historian. All right. So you see, okay, our Buddhism is originated in this place. All right. So they say Jambudvipa is in the north. So this is the north, lah. Okay. Okay, and there is, there's a 4 continent, okay, surrounding surround this area. So one is in the north, this is the south, then one is the east and one is the west. Okay, but just the north part, you can see human staying, and also they practice some Buddhism. So maybe from here we can understand that at that time, 1,000 years ago, so the Indian may thought not many people throughout the world. Maybe just the people is around Jambuti, got people there. So this is how they try to explain the sutra. Of course, what? They are not modern time. They don't know that the world is so big. They got so many people everywhere. Okay. Yeah. Everybody is isolated at the time. Okay. So you see, Jambudvipa means this part lah. Okay, or Jambudvipa. But some people claim that, okay, but let me have a look. You have to understand how is the cosmology for Indian. This is the cosmology also in Buddhism. See how far you can accept it. This is about the Sumeru mountain. So this is the cosmology in Buddhism. Let's take a look. Okay. Okay, according to the teaching, all right, according to the ancient sutra in Buddhism, and it might probably also included in Hinduism. This is the Sumeru mountain. All right, one moon is here, one sun. Okay, this is the moon, this is the sun. Okay, all right. So after the Sumeru mountain, you start to see all is the sensual realm, the sensual deva. Okay, so the upper part, the first one will be the 4 heavenly king, say that in one. Okay, then will be the Tushita. Okay, then will be the Tao Li Tian. Okay, Tushita. All these 6 realm. All right. Okay, so below this, okay, at the middle of the Sumeru mountain is the 4 heavenly king. All right. Okay. Then here is where we so-called it the Jambuti. There's a 4 continent is here. So all is the sea. You see, this is the star. Okay. And here is how shall I pray it out? I don't know where is it. All right. Okay. So this is the cosmology. So some they claim that maybe this is the ancient Indian wisdom. Okay, the way they understand our universe. All right. So some they claim that it might not be Indian, the Jambuti. They thought this might be the wisdom from the heavenly eye. Maybe Shakyamuni used the heavenly eye and discovered that this is the whole galaxy. Okay, see which one. Which one opinion you wish to believe and adopt. They thought it should be the galaxy. Let's take a look. The perception. They thought it should be the galaxy. This is the galaxy. Okay. But for some academic study, and for some academician, they will say, oh no, just the area in Indian. But for some yogi, they will say, no, this type of cosmology should be based on the universe, because Buddha have opened the heavenly eye. He will see things more than that. Okay. So which opinion you favor to? You don't know which one to choose. Never mind, so we just open to ourselves. Maybe one day we get the wisdom, we know how to choose. So same as me, I just tell you everything only. All right. Okay, let's continue. So okay, then the Maitreya Buddha will come to our Jambuti. When it's about Sablok Yik Din. Sablok Yik is how many? Okay, how about a trillion? Trillion 是兆亿。Let me see 56亿年100万千万 10 million 100万千万亿 or 100 million. After 5,600 million year, then the Maitreya Buddha will land our Jambuti. At that time, if let's say you wish to aim for the, you can gather with him lah. It's during this 3 dragon flower assembly, 龙华三会啦. This is, I think, if you chant the repentance of Emperor Leong, you will always discover this word, 龙华三会, 3 dragon flower tree assembly. Yes, Elena, I think you're familiar with this, right? 龙华三会, yeah. So now you know how everything is originated from the sutra actually. All right. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Okay, next paragraph. Okay. So Sally, okay, you can read through it.
Therefore, if one vows to be born in Pure Land, one will see Maitreya Bodhisattva and will follow him then to the human world of seeing a Buddha and hearing the Dharma, one will progress upwardly naturally. How could one worry about it? This compassionate discourse by Shakyamuni Buddha is contained in the sutras such as Mili for Maitreya Descending as Buddha Sutra and the Mila Pusattam, essentially of Maitreya Bodhisattva Sutra. In comparison to rebirth in the pure lands of the world of the 10 directions, the doctrine of rebirth, the Maitreya land, is most precious and this can be explained with reference to its 3 extremes. 1. Closeness. Maitreya is now in the Tushita heaven and will come to our human world in the future. To this very world, in this same realm of these 2 locations, Maitreya's pure land and this world are very. Maitreya pure land is not the other pure lands of the 10 directions. In order to reach other pure lands, one must pass through many Buddha lands. As for the length of time involved, after one is reborn in the inner court of the Buddha in mixed, it will not be too long before one returns to the human world. This is not being reborn in other pure lands, but the length of time required to return to this world is easy attainability. The pure land of Tushita and the pure land of this, as it will exist in the future, are both lands in the realm of desire. One therefore needs only to take refuge, keep the precepts purely and give properly, and in addition vow to be born in the Maitreya, reciting, praise the future descending Maitreya Buddha. Then one can be born in the pure land of. This is different from being born in other pure lands, in which one has to be single-minded without scatterness. To be single-minded without scatterness in meditation is certainly not universal assessment. To be reborn in the Maitreya pure land, one need not necessarily vow to attain the Bodhi mind or the mind of renouncing. This is because those people with good roots for human and divine rebirth want to have better future lives can be reborn there with their vows. In the pure land of Tushita and the future pure land of the honored Maitreya in the court, the various capacities of all beings, the human and divine Dharma, the 2 vehicle Dharma and the Bodhisattva, so that everyone will receive the benefits Through seeing a Buddha and hearing the Dharma, beings are gradually steady upward from having human and divine capacities to having the capacity to transcend the world, from having the capacity of the two vehicles to have of the great vehicle, and finally return to the way of the beings of the two vehicles cannot be other pure land. So of course they cannot receive human and divine beings. Therefore, the doctrine of pure land of is the one that is really open to all. Those who would see the deliverance of
Next, let's take a look. It's a sessions of the Maitreya Bodhisattva Sutra. Okay, this is another one. Okay, if you really choose for Maitreya Buddha Dhamma door, I think you have to go through to the sutra finally to build out the thing. Okay, why the Pure Land is under the 5 vehicle? Let's take a look. First, closeness. Because Maitreya Tushita is so close to our world, we are in the same realm of desire. Easy. Okay. So according here, you say, if you compare with the Western Pure Land, they have to surpass so many places in order to reach here. But I found that this is also a little bit ridiculous. Why? Because everything is according to the mind, you know. So this single thought you can reach already. So I found that how come you said 10,000 direction? It doesn't matter. I think the distance is not a problem. Even though Western Pure Land is very far away from here, but all is about the mind. Your mind, when your mind there, you reach there already. Am I right? But here, the argument point is, it is rich. It is rich. I think maybe some, I think maybe the facts can convince the people which is very lack of confidence and very particular to the distance. If for me, I don't care. Same only what? Your mind there, you reach there already. So they have their phobia to this. Okay. So when you mention, oh, Maitreya just very near. They can build up confidence easily. All right. Second is the easy attainability. Why? Let's take a look at the condition. First, take refuge. Second, keep the precept. Third, make a vow. Fourth, reciting. That's all only. So easy, right? Okay, so easy. Compare the other Dharma door, you see. Okay, you see, if you, let's say, you have to reborn to other Pure Land, you see, you have to achieve the single-minded without scatteredness. Single-minded without scatteredness. It is even easier than the Western Pure Land. No wonder. There's some of our students in Erdi, they choose Maitreya. Okay.
How come Maitreya Pure Land is not so emphasized?
It's due to the marketability. It's about the marketing strategy. Yes. Okay. The reason is, you see, first of all, Chinese people like it. Chinese like it. And also the, the marketing manager prefer this Dharma. The marketing manager is the Huyan Dashi. During it's about also 4th and 5th century. So there is the first monk who propagate the Western Pure Land, Huyan Dashi. He chose it. And he is not the normal people, you know, he understands quite well the Tripitaka, you know, but he chose it and he make it popular. There's a few features to make it popular. First, also easy one. Before you die, maybe 1 thought, 2 thought, 3rd thought, ekakata, then you can get it. Second, Amitabha, once you call for Amitabha, surely he will come, he promised to come. And the third, easily to go. And the Pure Land is the combination for all the advantage from the different Pure Land. So this is why the reason the product is so easily accessible and the public like it so much. And lastly, you see, it's about the age. If you choose the Western Pure Land, it is not necessary for you to work it is not necessary for you to being so self-independent. Okay, as long as you pay attention to the Maitreya, to the Amitabha, okay, and chant his name, he will come for you. The effort you put is not that much if compared to the Samatha Vipassana. Okay, and in Malaysia, I think the old age, the people like your age, the number is more. So if you go to the Mid Valley, The mice, the mice, okay. Can you tell me the age is about your age, right? Even though 10,000 people, right? Okay, you can hardly see the age is my age, right? So meaning to say that it's very suitable to the old people. Old people will like it easy, simple. So I mean, in conclusion, that the nature of the product and the target of the product make it so common and popular compared to the Maitreya. Maitreya is not that popular.
Can it be Maitreya because it's still not the life of death? So,
I don't think so. Because since according here is more easier, you know, and the calf prefer Maitreya Buddha more than the Amitabha. You see, 一贯道 they choose it. 百莲教 also choose it. The calf prefer Maitreya more than us. Okay, right. It is popular. It's during 2nd and 3rd century. It is popular at that time, 3rd or 4th century. All right. Okay, number 3rd point is a universal accessibility. All right. Okay. So need not necessarily vow to attain the body mind. Okay. No need. You no need to aim for the body mind. Body mind means for being Buddhahood. Not that necessary. All right. Okay. You see, the honor Maitreya in accords with the various capacity of all being expounds the human and divine dharma. Okay, the two vehicle dharma and the bodhisattva dharma. We need to say that during the Longhua San Hui, okay, no matter whatever vehicle you are, no worry. He will expound the dharma accordingly. Okay, then we all will receive. Finally, we will attain the Buddhahood also. All right. How about in Theravada? Is Maitreya Buddha common and popular there? No, not common, but everybody believes Maitreya as a Chinese background, they prefer. If they're Theravada, no. They just aim for what? Yeah. Okay. So the beings of the two vehicles cannot be reborn in those other pure land. See, the reason is most of the pure land aim for body mind only. But Maitreya Buddha accept that. You need to say that if you aim for Stravaka, all right, you can be reborn there. The way I see, maybe Sally, you know, you aim for Western Pure Land? Elena, what land you aim for? Still don't know yet. Okay, how about Sally? Stravaka? Still don't know yet. Okay, how about you? Western Pure Land. Okay. How about Cindy? Just you have to make a choice on it. Okay, the rest is still uncertain yet. All right. Okay, never mind. Let's go through it. Okay. All right. Okay. So the last paragraph. All right. Mr. Le, please read through it. Okay.
Some people say if we are to be reborn in Maitreya Pure Land now, what will we do after Maitreya Buddha enters? If we have not been liberated from birth and death by that time, these people are fearful of not seeing a Buddha or hearing the Dharma and thereby regressing. They do not know that Sikhamuni Buddha is so compassionate that he has given us the future descending Maitreya Buddha. The paths of all the Buddhas are the same. So will not Maitreya Buddha tell us how to associate with the future Buddha? Some people say previously it was said that one should cultivate the divine Dharma without wanting to be a divine. So why talk about seeking to be born in Tusita heaven? The primary reason that one wants to avoid being born in the heavens, one does not want to be born in the longevity heavens through one's profound meditation. In the heavens of the realms of desire and in Maitreya Bodhisattva's inner court of Tusita in particular, one frequently sees the future Buddha, listens to the Dharma and practices. So it is all right to be reborn there. Some people say, why not advocate being reborn in Amitabha's. They should know that Amitabha, their most blissful pure land, is a pure land particular to the great vehicle, in which the Sravaka Buddhists generally do not believe, or of which they are ignorant. This will be explained in the Dharma of the great vehicle in chapter 5. For now, the discussion concerns the Dharma that thoroughly connects and is shared in common by the five. Some people say, in the past, Bodhisattva practiced the doctrines of Maitreya, vowing to be born in the inner court of, but instead, we end up in the outer court enjoying sensual pleasures. So it may not be reliable to be reborn in the pure land of. These people do not know that the story of Buddha Siha being born in the outer court was purposely spread by other people with ulterior motives, but was never mentioned in the biographies of those who transmitted the doctrines of Maitreya, such as Paramatta, the Tipitaka, Master Jing Xing, Vasu. In brief, regardless of the kind of capacity one has for studying Buddhism, one needs only to take refuge in the tree. Live properly, keep the precepts purely, and vow to return to Maitreya's. One is guaranteed to progress upward in the course of practice to seeing the future Buddha and hearing the Dharma frequently, so one should not worry about the possibility of future rebirth. Therefore, please sincerely vow to be reborn in the inner court of the Siddha and recite, praise the future descending Maitreya.
Okay. So finally, there's a few questions to answer. Okay. Number first one, the people worry that, if let's say Maitreya Buddha entered to the Nirvana, all right, so what happened to us if we still haven't entered Nirvana yet? So the answer is no need to worry. Maitreya Buddha will tell us what is the next Buddha we are going to approach to. All right. So this is the first question. So second question is why we choose the Tushita heaven? Okay, not for the other realm. Okay, the reason is if let's say we practice the profound meditation, they worry that we may be born to the longevity heavens. This is the worry, all right? But usually we wouldn't born to the longevity habit without any reason, okay? The longevity meaning to say is the formless, and also, especially is in the formless, 无想天, okay, 非想非想处, but you have to practice the meditation skill in order to reborn to that. If you don't practice, you won't reborn there, okay? But people, they worry a lot, I don't know why, okay? Then the third question, they worry about, they may reborn to the external, they said, the third question is, why don't they choose Abhidhamma? Okay, here the answer is, Abhidhamma exclude Sravaka. If you aim for being Sravaka, and you can also reborn to the Maitreya Pure Land, because it's going to teach you the skills for further, practice, all right? So finally, some people claim that if you choose the Tushita, you may reborn to the external court, okay? But according to the author, he said, this is the rumors have been spread by somebody with the ulterior motive. It's not the real one, okay? Because if external court, sure it's not good one. Internal court is good, but external court is not good. In Mandarin, we call it 内院和外院. 外院 is the external, 内院 is the internal court. All right. He said, why the author claimed that this is the rumors? The reason is according to the Paramatta, okay, Xuanzhuang, Asanga, and Vasupandu. They are all under the tradition of the Maitreya, and they never mentioned about this. Okay, so this is the big figure in this tradition, Maitreya Buddha. They are all the big figure. So finally, the conclusion. Okay, the author motivate and encourage everybody to practice this Dharma door. First, just take refuge. Second, keep the precept. The third, make a vow. So simple. But you have to chant the name. Namo Tanglai Xia Sembila For, Namo Tanglai Xia Sembila For. Even without attaining to the first jhana, it is enough already. Okay, any question before we end our class today? Maitreya. Okay, Amitabha Pure Land specifically for Mahayana. You must aim for being Buddhahood, then you can choose the Western Pure Land. But for Maitreya, if you aim for to become Sravaka, it is okay. It is acceptable for Maitreya for you. You get a point? You don't understand? You don't understand? Okay, meaning to say that if you wish to reborn to Western Pure Land, you must aim for Buddhahood. Western Pure Land will accept only for those who aim for Buddhahood only. Okay, but if let's say you reborn, but let's say you don't aim for Buddhahood, but you aim for being Sravaka, become Arahant, the Western Pure Land, the Maitreya Pure Land will accept you. Oh, that's a different. If let's say you fail to attain Nibbana this life, okay, you can just directly go to the Shitala. But Western Pure Land will reject you since you don't make vow for Buddhahood. That's the difference. Okay. Are more approachable. Yes. Are more approachable and close. So that's why a few of friends, they really choose already. They make a choice. So you have to really consider. Meaning to say, if let's say we aim for Nibbana, if we can't attain this life, we still got Pure Land to go. You feel more safe. Because sometimes we're born as a human, very hard to say. I don't know who you will meet, and a lot of human problems. I think better you become the Deva, just the first jhana above, because you no need to deal with the human. All right, I think your face shows that you don't like human. You prefer alone. Okay, am I right?